Have you ever heard the term all natural? Do you ever really wonder what that means? Most people would think that all natural means that it comes from nature, and that's to me what all natural should mean, that it comes from nature. And it should be a natural process coming from nature. One of the most natural things people would say would be breastfeeding, a mother feeding her baby. Now, how natural would it be if we were to take the baby away from the mother, against her will, against the baby's will, and force the baby into a crate, or kill the baby? If it's a boy, we can kill it. If it's a girl, we keep it for later, and you'll see why. Because we can take the mother's milk, now that there's no babies. It's not natural to do that, but that's what humans do, and they call it all natural. It seems anything that has milk in it, if it's dairy product, if it's cheese or ice cream or yogurt or anything made of dairy, people say it's all natural because it came from nature. It came from a cow. But it isn't natural for us to drink from a cow, so how is that really natural? I don't understand that. Would you have ice cream made from breast milk? Probably not. Most people, when they get teeth, they switch to natural solid food. They go from milk to solid food as soon as they have teeth. It is natural to drink milk as an infant. It is not natural to confine another species, rape them, steal their babies, and take their milk. And why do we have to steal their babies? Because they only have milk if they're pregnant or nursing. And it's the same with humans. We don't have the big breasts unless we're pregnant or nursing, and that's because it goes away. Or there's none there at all. If you haven't had a baby, you won't ever have milk. So in order to get milk from a cow, we have to force it to have a baby. That isn't natural. We're forcing it to have a baby, and then we're taking away that natural thing, which is having their own child. That is the most natural thing, is for a mother to have their baby. And what are we doing? We're locking them up and we're taking them away. And we call it all natural. We call it all natural when we eat meat as well. Because it came from nature, because animals are natural. But it isn't natural for us to eat animals unless we are carnivores. For a carnivore, it is natural to kill an animal to eat it. But for a plant-eating animal, it is not natural to lock them up, force them to have babies because we want so many of them. So we're farming them. We're locking them up. We're raping them. We're forcing them to have babies. If we're going to take the milk, we take the babies away so that we can make them have more babies, and then they'll keep making milk. And so we always have this milk flow going, so we constantly make them have a baby, and then we take it. And then we call it all natural, and then we feel really good about ourselves. I don't understand that. It's extremely bad for humans because we are not baby cows. Milk is designed for a baby cow, which is called a calf. They start out tiny, and they grow huge in a very short amount of time, and that's from drinking their own mother's milk. Now, you don't see other species locking up other species and stealing their milk. The only time you'll see an animal take the milk from another is if they're orphaned and an infant desperate for milk of any kind. That's it. Otherwise, it is not natural for any animal to drink milk beyond infancy. As soon as they have teeth, they switch to solid food, and that is natural. So for us to take milk, for us to eat meat, it is not natural for us to eat meat. We don't have the claws, we don't have the teeth for it. We don't have the ability to take down a cow. If you saw one, could you really take it down with your own nails and your own teeth? It isn't natural to do that because you can't. So we lock them up, and that isn't natural. So why are we calling this all natural? You know, that it doesn't make sense for us to break the laws of nature, and what we do to cows and their babies is really a crime against nature. It's the worst thing you could possibly do. If it was being done to humans, the predators would be taken out. We wouldn't just let it happen. We wouldn't say, well, that's natural. We would do something about it, and we would stop it. And there's a lot of people out there trying to get everyone to understand this, and we're trying to explain this in so many different ways that we just come up with crazy stuff like this. Here I am standing in an apple orchard because that's natural for us to eat. These things have been dropping. They're all over the ground around me. They just like, here, eat me. They're dropping. You don't see cows dropping in front of you saying, eat me. It isn't natural. And that doesn't happen. So what does all natural really mean? I don't understand how that can be used on food products that aren't natural to us. It's propaganda. It's said so that we think, oh yay, it's great. It's just like organic dairy. We're still taking babies away from their mothers. I don't care if they have a waterbed and happy fancy beds and things to sleep on and music playing, and you can play a violin to them as you take their babies away. It doesn't change the fact that you're traumatizing them. That isn't natural. So what's natural for us is to eat fruit and soft vegetables. That's natural. They're already ready for us to eat. They fit in our hand. They have their own packaging. They don't need spices and they don't need sauces and they don't have to be cooked in order to eat them. For us to have to cook our food in order to eat it isn't natural. There's no barbecues in nature. You can't look around here and find any kind of cooking devices. It isn't natural to cook food. No animals in nature cook their food. Only humans do that. And you wonder why do humans get all these diseases? Well, because we're not doing things naturally. We're breaking all the laws of nature. We're making profit. We're also making a lot of profit off of the health industry because everybody gets sick from doing this. So we make money with the health industry, we make money selling dead bodies, and we're torturing and killing animals for nothing other than that. It doesn't help us. It's not natural. What is natural is to find an apple here. Let me grab one. This is natural. See? Fits in my hand. It's ready to eat. Has its own skin. This one even has a handle on it. See? It's natural. These little teeth on the corner, everyone thinks those are canine teeth. Well, I'm not a dog. Canine and carnivore are different words. It's not the same thing. Those are for these. That's what these ones are for. The rest of our teeth are basically flat for chewing. Our teeth move side to side, unlike carnivores which move up and down. Our digestive system's different. It's not the same thing. So for us it's natural to eat fruit, soft vegetables, nuts and seeds. Everything else causes damage. It's true. If you'd like to learn more, we can help you, but if you think we're all crazy, you won't be able to learn about it. So if you can have an open mind and really think about it, we'll be able to help, and maybe you'll realize that we're not crazy. Thank you.